Day 6 on this aggressive cut. I just had to restart this video because the mic I just noticed wasn't working. So thankfully I saw that. But so I'm feeling good. A little tired still. It's really cold and windy still. So no hike still yet. This cold kind of sucks because it's like, it says it's like 50 degrees out, but it feels like it's like 28. And for some reason, with the cold breeze, it's killing my leg, man. Like I'm feeling so much more pain in my ankle. And it's just like, I don't know. It's such a different type of cold right now, and it's just like it's just making it. I don't know if it's because it's like the weather's changing, so I don't know why if that's like making my ankle worse. Normally, it's like that when we go from fall or from summer to fall and then fall into winter. That's when that mostly this is what it feels like. But now it's feeling like that going from winter into spring, which is really weird. I never had it like this before. And it could just be the weather changing. But yeah, so today's arm day. um we'll be doing so we have another 5 weeks before refeed day. So April 21st is my birthday. So we're like that's 4 to 5 weeks. That will be my refeed day, and then I'll jump back into the aggressive cut the day after my birthday. So we'll be on the aggressive cut for probably maybe I'm thinking maybe 8 to 10 weeks, depending on how everything goes. But we'll probably be in that aggressive cut for about 8 to 10 weeks total, maybe 12 weeks. I'm not too sure yet. We just gotta kind of see how it goes, and then see how my body's responding, how everything's just working. I'm thinking in about after that 5 week mark, I'm thinking about running like retatrutide or something like that. But I don't know if I really need it. But it does help with some other stuff. Like I heard it helps with like anti-aging. It helps with your skin. It helps clear your skin up. And I have really bad skin, so I get that from my grandma. My grandma had really bad skin. I get like they used to say her skin was like rotten. So it was like I get these boils everywhere, and it's probably TMI, so I'm not gonna go there. But like right now, I have them on my head, and they just fill with blood, and then they just drain, and it's like ugh. So my grandma did the same stuff, so it is what it is. But I was curious if retatrutide would help kind of clear up some of the skin issues I have, because I hear it does a lot of good stuff like that. And then, man, I'm just like really congested because of my allergies. So we go from seasonal depression to seasonal allergies around here. That's another reason why I'm having a hard time breathing. Is because my nose is so clogged and my sinuses, and I freaking hate this kind of time of the year. It's like nice because it's starting to get warmer, but then I get severe allergies, sinus issues, and I have a hard time breathing. So if I seem out of breath, I am, because I'm having a hard time breathing because of the allergies. So, but today we're gonna do arms. So we're gonna go in there, and I'm probably not gonna go very heavy on arms today. Today's gonna be more of a little bit of progressive overloading, but makes mainly just like more reps and more reps until failure. I'm still gonna try to go to failure, but I'm just gonna do more reps. It's I'm getting to the point where I'm really risking injury being in such a deficit, so we really got to cut back on the going really heavy, right? I'll do a little bit of progressive overloading, but the goal right now is just to stimulate that muscle enough to where the body wants to, like, the body doesn't want to use the protein out of that muscle, right? Because like what your body does is it goes, it starts kind of freaking out and go, oh, like he's not eating much. So what, like where are we gonna get this? Where are we gonna get the calories? Where are we gonna get this energy, right? Stored energy. And so if you're not, it'll ask your muscle groups. Right? It'll go to your like rear delts. Hey, rear delts, are think of it like little cells, and they're talking to each other, right? And it's like, hey, rear delts, are you using this muscle right now? And the rear delts will go, no, no, not. He's not really using these muscles. Okay, we'll take some of this muscle away, and That's how it works. Because then if it starts going and talks and it goes, "Hey, rear delts, are you are you being used?" And it's like, "Oh yeah, yeah, we're dying over here. He keeps lifting heavy, man. Like, I can't. We got to keep this muscle here." Because he's using it, they'll be like, "Oh, okay." And they'll go to your arms. They'll be like, "Hey, biceps, are you being used?" And they'll be like, "Yeah, I'm being used and abused. Like, I can't spare anything." So then it'll go to your fat cells, and then it'll be like, "Well, let's just take it from the fat." And that's how it works. So that's why it's still important to be lifting when you're in your weight loss phase, because like for example, when I was on keto, and the lowest I was at keto was like 225, but I look fatter there than I do now. And I'm not to that 225 yet, but when you look at photos of me when I was 225 on keto, you're like, "Dude, you look way fatter. Like, what the heck?" And the issue was, right, it was taking away from all my muscles, dude. I didn't have no muscle mass. Saying hi to someone. I didn't have no freaking muscle, man. So it was like I was keto and then all my muscle went away. Like my calves were tiny. So I wasn't working out though. If I was working out, I would have kept my muscle on. But I didn't really have much muscle back then anyways. So but hey man, I'm learning. That's why I love doing these videos, is to talk to you guys about it and so you guys don't make the same mistakes I did. So I'm not totally against keto and carnivore. If that stuff's working for you, do it. But you guys, you got to work out on it. Like, don't do those diets and not work out, right? You still do your cardio, still for your heart health. Keto destroyed my heart health. I'm going to be honest with you guys, but I do have a lot of heart issues in my family already. So keto is probably not the best diet for anyone in my family because of the heart issues, because it's high fat and that's harder on your heart. It really is. And then carnivore. I'm totally not against carnivore either, but at the end of the day, it's still calories in versus calories out. There is some people where you say that you're insulin resistant. You'll hear that a lot online. And they'll be like, "Hey, I'm insulin resistant," right? So when you're talking about insulin resistance, so what happens is, I'm trying to remember, right? So the process is, it's like your body doesn't know how to store it, so then it'll store it as fat. But that's still only if you've been in a calorie surplus. So it won't store it as fat if you've been in a calorie deficit. So that's where people get mixed up about insulin resistance. They're like, "Oh, I have to be carnivore because I'm insulin resistant," where if I eat sugar or anything like that, my body doesn't know how to properly store it and it'll store it as fat. You are correct in that way, but the issue is that's if you're in a surplus, right? Your body doesn't know how to use it to go towards like your muscles. So like normally what happens is you spike your insulin, and what it does is it pushes all the nutrients to where it needs to go, like your muscles. So like it'll push protein there, it'll push glycogen into your muscle. But when you're insulin resistant, and maybe I'm wrong on this, but this is what when I read the studies, this is how I understood it, but maybe I'm wrong. Is is then you'll But then when you're insulin resistant, your body doesn't know how to use that insulin to do that. So then it'll store it as body fat. But you still have to be in a calorie surplus. So when I'm saying calories in versus calories out, yeah, it's there's still a lot that goes into it. But at the end of the day, to lose weight, you got to be in a calorie deficit. To gain weight, you got to be in a calorie surplus. No matter what, you can eat 6,000 calories of straight beef in on carnivore, and you're gonna gain weight. I guarantee it. You will gain weight because you're in a calorie surplus. It's just how it works. But enough talking about that. Um, but if, like I said, carnivore. I'm not anti-carnivore. I'm not anti-keto. But at the end of the day, you got to be calories in versus calories out, and just be cautious. Still work out. If you're taking Ozempic, still work out. Just no, because like you'll lose muscle quick if you're not, working out. Just stay going to the freaking gym, man. The gym will help you mentally, physically. The more muscle you have on you, the more likely you're able to survive cancer or major other diseases. It is so good to have some muscle on you than it is to be like a skinny fat or just straight skinny. People be like, lean is law. And it's like, not really, guys, because You want muscle mass because if you to have some muscle on you, you're going to survive more things. But it is more taxing on your heart as well. So you got to find a good balance, right? I think there is a good balance if you're not trying to become Mr. Olympia, right? If you're not trying to be like Sam Sulek, right? Competitions and stuff like that for that kind of weight class. There is a good balance between too much muscle, not enough muscle. And I think just find that freaking sweet spot for you. And I think you're more likely to not get chronic diseases by having some good amount of muscle mass on you. Now, another thing that I love about it, it's Sam Selleck said it best. Has to be earned, right? So your physique can't be given to you. Even if you run anabolic steroids, it still takes a lot of freaking work, man. There's a lot that still goes into it. You got to be eating right, got to be going to the gym constant. Like, it's not a magic freaking pill. You're not going to inject TRT and then or take Anavar and Tren and then you're gonna look like freaking Ronnie Coleman, right? That's not how it works at all. A lot of us wish that's how it works, but that is not how it works. And you still have to put in the work. So it's really with me walking around with how much muscle I have on, even though I still a lot of fat. Dude, you get a lot of looks. A lot of people talk to you. It's crazy how people treat you different, have more respect for you, and a lot comes from it's something you had to earn. You had to put a lot of hard work in it. You had to do so many gym sessions. You had to do so much stuff to get to this point that people respect it because they're like that's not easy to do, and it's not. There's people out there that'll be jealous and they'll be haters and be like, "Oh, you can just run Tren and blah." It's not how it works, man. You still gotta go to the gym. You can't just take Tren and just like all of a sudden like just like get huge. But whatever. But anyways, let's go ahead. Enough talking. Let's get in there and start arms. All right, I'm warmed up. So let's get these. I'm doing 60s. Okay. Have a good day, man.
Yeah, you as well. Take care.
Take care. Instead of 60s, we're going to go to 40s, 45s. Maybe taking those rest days was a good idea. My strength is like way up. Okay. Okay, that might be too much weight. Let's go down to 50. There we go. Sometimes you just gotta humble yourself. Almost done. All right, so I did a little bit more without recording it, but let's take a look. I don't know, I guess maybe I should take my shirt off, huh? This pump is like crazy right now. I don't know, man. Pretty crazy pump today. I'm all sweaty. It's good. Means we're working hard. Pretty good freaking pump. What do you guys think? Pretty good pump? I think so. So one thing I forget to talk about is the fat loss in the back of my head. So my hats are getting way looser, and I've lost a lot of fat right here. It's small places like that you need to recognize too where you lose fat. Don't totally focus on here, back here. There's other places like your cheekies, back your head, down in this area. Yes, down in your legs. You can tell I can tell a big difference. You know, let's not get too TMI, but let's just say the rumors are true. If you lose 30 pounds, you might know what I'm talking about. But yes, so looking good, feeling good. Biceps are freaking pumped, looking good. I'm very happy with the physique right now. I'm happy with the progress we're making, the slow progress. I'm happy we're not losing muscle, we're losing fat, and we're taking it nice and slow. But like I said, the aggressive cut will start fastening that up. Hopefully we start seeing some more fat loss in here, which I know we will. It's just gonna take a little bit more time, but this aggressive cut should really speed everything up. So if I'm doing it right, which I feel like I'm doing it right, but any little thing I eat, I gotta count it, right? So even if I go and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna have just a little bite of this, and then if I didn't count that, then later I'm like, oh, well, I'll just have a little bite of this, that won't hurt anything. And then later I go and I'm like, oh, I'll have a little bite of this, or I'll have one little rice cake. Before you know it, you're at maintenance. So you really got to count every little thing. I know it sucks, but once you you can give yourself breaks. Just, give yourself days where you don't count and stuff like that. Give yourself breaks from it. But when you're in such an aggressive cut, you want to count every little thing. Same if you're trying to lose weight. If you want to lose weight, the really easy way of not counting and everything is just eat whole foods, get 10,000 steps in, maybe work out, maybe hit the gym 4 times a week, 3 times a week, a little bit of weight training, and you'll start losing weight without having to count. Just make sure you eat mostly whole foods, potatoes, chicken, beef, fish, eggs, Kind of stay away from pastas when you're trying to cut down. That's more for bulking. Um, yeah, stuff like that. You get the idea. And just don't count. And I guarantee you'll still drop. Switch from regular soda to diet soda. All those changes will make you lose weight. So, getting 15,000 steps in, 10 to 15,000 steps in, eating whole foods, eating, you know, fruits, vegetables. Yeah, then you'll be good. Hit the gym 3 times a week. You don't have to hit the gym as crazy as I am. I just do it because it helps my mental health. But alright guys, I'll catch back up with you guys later. I'm going to go do a little bit of cardio. Okay, so it's towards the end of day 6. Feeling good. My stomach's been upset. And I think that's due to all the protein. So I've been getting in, like today I got 240 grams of protein in. 1,808 calories for the total. So doing good, but I think I gotta be honest. So I'm slacking on the cardio and getting my steps in. Today I'm lucky if I even got 5,000 steps in. If I'm lucky. My leg's been hurting, my ankle, my calf. It's been really hard to even just like get out and walk around a grocery store. So with that factor into it, the aggressive cut's not going to do a whole lot if I'm not getting in those 5,000 steps, or 10,000 steps. So we need to up the cardio a little bit more, and I'm going to bring down the calories a bit more. So I know it's going to get a little crazy here, but I'm going to bring the calories down to 1,700 starting tomorrow, and I'm going to get in 230 grams of protein max. I'm going to lower the carbs, keep the fats low, but now I'm going to start introducing some more fiber into the diet to kind of help the stomach problems and the digestive stuff. So I want to go to 1,700, and we'll stay at that for 4 weeks and see what we do and how we feel. I'm going to be honest with you guys, I'm having to force myself to eat to 1,800 calories, and I'm just not hungry. I am not hungry at all, and I'm forcing myself to eat more, and that's not good because it's like I'm not hungry, but I'm forcing myself to eat more. So I'm gonna bring the calories back to 1,700, and because I want to feel hunger, right? Like it's like I haven't really been feeling hunger at all. I'm gonna add more fasting into this now. So going forward, I'm gonna be doing intermittent fasting, and I might start doing some fasted workouts just to see how it is. I haven't tried fasted lifted workouts. Don't really recommend it. You still wanted some type of glycogen or like some type of carbs before you work out. So I might fast up until my workout and then have some quick carbs in my system. Cause I don't know. I kind of want to see. I want to just see how I do on it. But I'm really tired. So that's the only thing that I've been noticing is this really increased or decreased in energy, and I don't really want to do anything. And maybe that's taking a toll where I don't want to go do cardio, but honestly, I'm in a lot of pain as well. I think it's a mix of everything, man. What's going on in my personal life with losing my nephew, and then going through the PTSD symptoms that I have PTSD, going through that stuff where it's wanting to bring up a lot of memories, and then it goes into like a trigger moment where then I'll like and then I'll start reliving moments of trauma and stuff like that, and I've been really trying to fight that off as well, and so I'm really mentally exhausted as well these past like days, so I'm trying to just get through it all, but I'm going to bring the calories down and add more fiber into the diet, so low carb tortillas with a lot of fiber in them, and then I'm going to add some more fruits and vegetables, and then just straight skinless chicken breast. I will have eggs and stuff like that because I want the micronutrients, but I'm going to start kind of switching the diet up a little bit more. I think I'm going to take the rice cakes out of it. I'm going to bring in some more fruit-based stuff into it because I want that fiber from the fruit, and then I want the sugar as well for the energy, and then I want to get the vegetables in for the micronutrients as well. and the fiber and all the good stuff. So my stomach's just been really upset. I haven't really been hungry, like I said. I've been forcing myself to eat. So I think I will be fine at 1700 calories. So, dude, my muscles are looking good. As you guys saw, my strength is going up. And a lot of that has to do with, man, is sometimes when I'm working out like that and you guys are like, hey, your form's not perfect, and I see a lot of weight. Guys, a lot of that is from sometimes I'm reliving traumatizing events in my head, and I'm just working through it, man. I'm just like going hard as I can. So there's a lot of stuff I haven't shared on this channel that I've gone through, and I don't think I will, because there's just some stuff that's maybe better left not said in the public, and just a lot of really bad stuff happened that no one should really go through. It's like, I think if I told you guys, I do talk a little bit about the abuse that I had when that happened to me when I was a kid, but there's just some major stuff that if I would have told you guys, I think you would be like, how the heck is this guy still pushing through this? Like, it's pretty bad, and it's really sad, and I hope no one ever has to go through the stuff that I had to go through. And I know there's people out there that probably have gone through a lot worse things, but I think if I told you guys this one would be pretty close to one of the most traumatic things that can happen to someone. So let's just leave it at that. I'm gonna try to get some sleep. I think tomorrow is. Let me see what tomorrow is. I think tomorrow's going to be leg day. My legs feel ready to go because I haven't been doing cardio. So the legs feel ready to go, especially my upper legs, my quads, and my thighs, and the glutes. The glutes, all of that stuff feels ready to go. So we'll hit legs tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to do a whole lot of cardio again tomorrow, but I do need to start upping it more, because then it makes this aggressive cut kind of pointless, because then I'm still like, it'd be almost better if I went back to maintenance almost and just upping all the cardio. Do you know what I mean? Because then at least I can eat, but I haven't been hungry either. I'm not sitting here like, oh my gosh, I need food, right? I don't know. It's just weird what's going on right now. Maybe I'm not that hungry just because of everything else that's going on as well. But I think I'm gonna just go for the 1,700 calories for a bit for 4 weeks, and we'll see from there. So starting tomorrow, 1,700 calories and 230 grams of protein and lots of fiber, and we'll see how it goes. But I'm gonna get some sleep. Hopefully where I'm parked tonight, not too many issues. So I think I'm gonna start parking in the mountains more. So that's gonna change up my schedule a little bit, like with sleeping and stuff, because then I'll have to drive about 30 minutes away from the town to find a place to park and then come back down. So some stuff like that's gonna mess with my schedule a little bit. But I think I'd rather be in the mountains. I'm getting sick of being around in the city. It's kind of triggering a lot of things with the PTSD and all that. So I need to get back to getting into the mountains and kind of getting away from the city. So, but all right, guys. Thank you guys again so much for watching all these videos. I really appreciate it. And we'll see you guys tomorrow for legs. Have a good night.